4 speakers at the bottom, one of them being a massive subwoofer, 2 at the top, but the ones at this side, they'll just bring out the sound from the side as well. And that just clips on like that. Simple as that. So you can either have it on, have it off, you can change colours, you know. The only thing that's going to remain, like on this TV, blue, is the TV is going to be blue. Yeah. So if you want to have a pink one of them, you can. It's entirely up to you, but that, because they're interchangeable, just like that. All right. So when I pick this up, the lights are going to go dark. Are you all right? What's their loud noises?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's just going to go to a 2-minute demo.
Kansas anymore.
The whole world is in your grasp.
That's when you get that sonic boom. Yeah, you get the sonic boom in that kind of guess from there, you see how great the quality was on the nature programs. So this is a show reel. So if I'll just show you live what the nature programs look like in UHD. There we go. Here we go. Right. So this is just going to show you what the UHD content's like live. All right. You don't even need to use the remote control, so you can just be talking. When my dad first got this, he never had UHD content. He just had standard definition, so he was blown away by this. This is why I kind of show everybody this. Hello, Sky. Go forward 5 minutes. And that'll just go forward. There was a little delay there. Did you say that there was like a slight delay to get there? You can use a remote and just go back 3 minutes. And that'll do it more or less instantaneously. All right. Have you ever had Sky before?
Sky Q.
Yeah, Sky Q. So this works slightly different to Sky Q. So what will happen is this is basically what you're currently watching. This is recommended for what you've been watching, and if you go back that way, that's exactly what you've been watching, the last few things. So these are your quick links to get into your, all your Sky channels and your movies and sports. So if I was like before, if I wanted to watch a nature program, you just go onto there, go straight down to all your Sky channels, right down the bottom. And then you've got your Sky Max, Sky Comedy documentaries. So if I wanted to go into a documentary, just go that and just pick one of the documentaries that are there. You don't have to wait for them to be downloaded. They'll just be there at your fingertips to watch. That comes as part of the package. You don't have to pay for that. It's in that basic package. All right. You've also got your normal TV guide. So the main things on the TV guide is there's no standard definition, all right? So it's HD minimum. So what we'll do is it'll put all your content in numeric order. So BBC One HD is 101 instead of 115, Channel 4 is 104 instead of 138, and as you go down, all you'll see is HD. What it does mean is that you will lose a few content. So do any of you watch the shopping channels? No, not bad about them. Any of the international channels, like the Asian channels or anything like that? Right. Also, unfortunately there's no adult content either. So any of you watch the adult content? No, a bit of joke on there. No, didn't think it did. That's where the wife will normally come in. But yeah, there's no adult content either. Also, it means that because there's no HD on ITV or local news on ITV, you can't watch ITV local news. You've got to go to Look North on BBC One. So that will come. That'll come later, but it's just for the moment. You've got to watch local news on BBC One. All right. So where do you watch the news? Nah, I don't watch it. So happy days. That's that one out the road. All right.
Give you the local news from London.
Yeah. No. It's just we're not set up for. That'll defaults to London, but when the local news comes on, it defaults to Newcastle. But on ITV, it defaults to Yorkshire. So if you want to know what's going on in Blackpool, happy days. But otherwise, you can't watch Look North, the local T's local news. All right. So the way the recording, a lot of people come in here and they'll say, "Oh, recording, it doesn't record." Well, it does. Yeah. So what it's going to do is it's going to put everything into a playlist. So Sky can control the Sky content. So from like Sky Atlantic, Sky Max, Sky Showcase, everything, we can control that. So when you record something on this and put it into a playlist, it's going to come on more or less immediately. However, on the terrestrial channels, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can't control it. So we're relying on the ITV hub, on the iPlayer and stuff like that, the More 4, More 5. So if you do tape a lot of like soaps, Coronation Street, EastEnders, anybody? Yeah, right. So what will happen is, in your case, is you'll have to watch it a day behind. All right. So if you don't catch it when it's on in that first half an hour slot, you've got to wait for the way the EastEnders just say the iPlayer for it to pick that up. So it's normally a day behind. So just no, there's no +1 channels. So what will happen is, if I just go now and I'll just pick up, I think Coronation Street's recorded. So obviously that's on every couple of days. Yep. So what it'll do is it keeps it on for a month. So it's on for a month. After that month, you've lost it. Yeah. So you'll see Wednesday the 20th of April, and you'll go to what day is it? Day Friday. So I think it was on Wednesday. So Wednesday the 18th of May. So it's dropped in there. Same with EastEnders. Some things that you record on ITV and BBC One, they'll stop on there a little bit longer, but the soaps just tend to stop on for a month. All right. So if you miss that little time slot of the half an hour when it's on, because it'll ask you to go back to the start. If you miss that, you've just got to wait for it to drop in here. Sometimes it might be that night, sometimes it's the next morning. So if you're not really bothered about that, happy days. But like I say, the Sky content, more or less immediately. What it will do with the Sky content especially is that when we go to a Sky programme, so Game of Thrones, we've put that into our playlist. It's going to add all the seasons on straight away with one touch of a button, so they're just there for you. Bit like Q, you've had Q, but it just puts it straight in automatically. All right. What it'll do for the rest of the stuff, so like if I go back to the top, the last thing we recorded is A Place in the Sun, so it's on channel 4, I believe. Hit that, and it'll just find whatever it can do on the 4 apps. Yeah. So series 1, 4, 14, 15, and 16's on at the moment, so it'll just find them. All right.
So with the live TV, you see your bus is late and you come in,
yeah,
and you're halfway through Corrie.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you see it watch from the start.
Yes, it does.
It'll
let you out from the start. So
what you've missed for the
yes, correct. So if I went on there now, I'll just go to live TV. That Rip Off Britain, I don't know how long it's been on, but it's coming to an end, so that might do it.
3 a day, plus a van later.
Darren has a strict time limit to how long he can be.
Bit strange, because normally that would ask you to watch that from the start. All right. There to restart. Oh, so it's changing, because normally it will come up there. So on this one, it's just come up there. Yeah. But it normally will come up there. Do you want to watch from the start? 43 minutes ago, and you just press yes, and it just takes it back to the start. You can definitely see this in the Sky channel. So if I just go to Supergirl, yeah, it's on Sky Showcase. Put that on. That would have started about half an hour ago. Huh, typical break.
Get covered by the Which Awards Insurance Brand of the Year.
There you go. Started 53 minutes ago. Yeah, do you want to watch it from the start? See, the terrestrial stuff we can't really control. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it does work on because I've seen it on the Coronation Street, EastEnders and stuff like that. It'll work like that. All right. So that's kind of your playlists sorted. So you just got to get your head round the the terrestrial channels we can't control. You just got to wait for it to drop into the ITV hub or the players and stuff like that. Yeah.
How do you know what channels are in Ultra HD?
It comes up. Yeah, not channels. It's the program content. So it automatically.
Which content is in Ultra HD?
Yeah, well, most of it is definitely the nature programs. You've got all the sports and the movies, so it'll give you the option. So if I went to just going down to movies, so you've got them all there. So it'll tell you HD, 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 and it'll give you the UHD ones as well. All your movies.
This film contains
Space Jam. We'll just go to Space Jam. So it'll tell you. So it's automatically. If it's in UHD, it'll just not put HD on. You'll just automatically watch it in HDR. All right. So and that's just going from that area. So as well, that was the movie. So if I just go down to the back down to the nature programs, because I know nearly all of them. Where there you go, Game of Thrones. I'm sure that's in UHD. So that'll come up there. Oh, it's only in HD, that one there, gone.
With the newer series.
Yeah, they'll come on. Oh yeah, like a bit further up. Yeah. But when you go down to the nature programs, nearly all of them's in UHD. Yeah, so if I'll go back to that the sharks. So it'll come up there in UHD HDR. All right. With a football, it'll just ask you, do you want to watch it in HD, or a bit like Sky Q, do you want to watch it in HD or UHD? Because on the UHD, I think it darkens the picture, sharpens it up, but it darkens the contrast. So it depends if you want to watch it bright or if you want to watch it in like the duller colour, but in better picture quality.
Because I've heard you can change the settings so it doesn't go darker.
Yeah, in the settings, you just go down to your all the way down to settings down here. Go to settings and you can control so picture and sound, picture, and then you can just the backlight on or off. So you can just change the various things. As well, you know, the sonic boom out was quite loud and it just come in. At night time you can turn that off. So if you've got kids that's going to bed, you'll not get that big boom subwoofer coming on. So you can all just, like I say, change them in there. All right. A lot of people are wowed by you don't even have to use the remote. You can just talk to the TV and tell it what to do. That's a big selling point. You've got all your apps as well. So we'll always ask you to sign into your apps first. So like your ITV Hub, your Netflixes, your Primes, your Spotifys. So Spotify, if you're using Spotify in here, you don't need a separate sound system, because this is better than any hi-fi I've got in my house. I'll just go at the weekend, put that on. Put that on. Still got room to go, still loud. Take the earphones off. So you literally don't need a separate hi-fi. You can come out of that. We've still got all your radio channels as well. So if you haven't got Spotify, you can just go along to your audio music and just go to your normal radio channels. So there's all your radios. You've got your stuff that bit like your concerts that's on Sky Arts and stuff, and documentaries. But there's all your radio channels, quite a few of them. It's got a bit for everything. You just obviously, I don't think you've got to sign in. Some you've got to sign in, some you don't. Depends what we've signed into. But again, you just listen to the live radio. I was on a trial to get to start the staff getting the cameras on there, but that's been pushed back. We have been told by the end of the year. So that's where you can obviously have the cameras. Then you can have a family member way down in London. They can have the camera, and you can watch a movie together, and you can see each other and talk to each other, or sport. You know, if one's a Liverpool fan, one's an Everton fan, you can have a bit of banter during the match and stuff. You
So
can also
with the
play
cameras,
games.
Can you only call somebody that's got Sky Glass
Yes.
on the camera?
Yeah.
So you couldn't
At the moment, no,
call the messenger? Or...
No. It's got like Sky Glass to Sky Glass.
Okay.
Yeah. What a big no-no is, you'll probably realise since we started, I didn't ask you, do you need a new TV? Yeah. Because if you're asking me, do you need a new TV? No. You've like lost the sale straight away in there. So never ask them if they want a new TV. So we've had customers in here who say, we're going to get a TV, but do we need one? And then the husband's arguing with the wife, well, we're getting this. That TV can go to Fred. That TV's gone somewhere else. Or I'm going to give that TV to somebody else that they're buying the TV. Because like again, the picture quality is blown away. We'll mention no wires, no fuss, picture perfect, sonic boom, you know. Try and get all them words in, and we'll obviously offer a wall mounting service and stuff like that. But again, a lot of people don't want the wires, they don't want the extra box. We'll tell them it's using less electricity because you're not powering another sky box, you're not powering another sound bar. It's all in the one.